Welcome back to the massively professional Wasteland Raceway studio. Today we are going to be doing another build video, believe it or not. The 2022 season will be back after this. It's just taken a while to get everything sorted with life. As you know, the Wasteland isn't a great place to live. So I've got here a Sainsbury's truck. There's nothing on that says a Sainsbury's truck, but trust me, it was bought for me by my good friend Kinky Weasel. It came with two containers on the top of this here. Now I've got rid of those. They've been painted up for scenery. All I've done on top of this so far is put a bit of this card down, corrugated card, which is off of a delivery container packet thing that I was given. I thought, that's quite good. So I've just used that as a base. Underneath there is solid plastic. You could have left it off. It just looks quite good. But that is the start. Now, what are we going to do with it? Right, so all I've done since I've been gone is just broken that off. It is a Phillips screwdriver, but it's quite deep and it's quite small. I can't get them in there. But I plan on covering that anyway, so it's fine. So it's a decent sized truck. If you compare it to a car, we'll use the kit model. It's not a bad size. I mean, it comes up to the wheels. That's probably not a good one to use, in all fairness. That's a what's the word I'm thinking? It's just fast cars. It's a sports car. That's the word I'm looking for. Mazda. That's probably better. It's not bad. It's a decent size. I mean, I can fit maybe two and a small one on the back. When you get the North Star figures next to it, you think that's a big old truck, but you know, they sit quite well in it. Stood next to it again, you see them climb up in these big old Arctics. It's not a bad size. Not a bad size. I can't see it very well. So what does a big truck need? Big ram, that's right. So I'm going to my dear friend Kinky Weasel and his new shop, Stinky Weasel Designs, on Etsy. And he does big rams. He also does small rams. You can scale these things to whatever scale you need them to be. It does this. I love this. It's a roller, but it comes with different arms. So we've got that one. We've got like a diamondy textured one. Just slots into there. And there's also a flat one, but I can't find the flat one. It's in one of my many bits boxes. So one of those is going to go on the front. That one is, well, it's pretty evil. Look at that. Nom. Chomping up the road. But I think I'm going to go with this one. With this one or this one, I'm not too sure. I'm going to put them on and see what they look like, because that's the best way of doing it. Don't decide in your head, decide on the car. So that one, that looks pretty mean, doesn't it? That one also looks pretty mean. I think I'm going to go with this one actually, because I think, see, that's why you don't decide without putting it on the car, because you think, oh, that looks good. I've got an idea for the front of that, so let's get that stuck on. And for that, I'm literally just going to super glue that to the bottom of there. So plenty of excess on the back of that. It's going to allow me to stick it on quite well. Apologise if you can hear my little one in the background. He is very excited for Christmas, as this is being filmed Christmas Eve. Oh, I can't get that centre. Too busy trying to see if it's on camera or not. Right. So that's not coming off anyway. The glue's not even set yet. So that looks pretty mean to start with to me. I wouldn't want to get behind that. But hey, we ain't anywhere near finished yet. This truck is going to need an awful lot of armour plating. Luckily, our good friend Stinky Weasel does armour plating. We've got some mesh, we've got some sheet metal. I think it's called sheet metal. We've got some studded sort of anti-slip stuff, which I really like. And we've got some of this corrugated sheeting. Well, it didn't come out very well then. But that is ridiculously similar to what we've already got there, which is what's already on the back of that. Wonder where he got that from. I don't know. These are all test pieces from, this isn't the finished article. The detail is absolutely immense. Some of the best stuff I've seen. He prints on the highest quality. But these are test pieces, so if there's anything that you go, oh, that doesn't look very good, it's because they are test pieces. But I got given a load of stuff. He's like, oh, these are all the bits I'm not going to use. So I was like, right, I'll take all of those and we'll use them on here. So I'm going to use something to cover here, which I don't know. I don't know whether to stick with that, which I could just go and I'm going to use these bits. So I could put that on the top of there. That's what we're going to do that. So I'm going to find my craft knife, and with my scientific measuring, I'm just going to take a guess. I mean a scientific cut, I mean. I don't mean a guess at all. I'll do one more. It's about there. I'm just going to cut down this bit here. And then we'll cut down this bit here. This is 3D printed resin. Sorry about the little one again. Yeah, resin 3D printed stuff. I'm hoping that's going to break there. Look at that. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this stuff is brilliant. Oh, look. Who needs science, eh, when you can guesswork that? What do I stick it? Oh, I don't know now. Look, see, this is what happens when you don't just think your life through. I don't know. I'm going to play with it and I'll come back. So what I opted on was to actually go with a card for this, just because there'll be an awful lot of cuts, and I've got some off cuts and stuff now that I didn't want to waste the plastic. Resin, there it is. But go on there, put it on the side, doodly-doo, and it's just going to slot in there, he says. The film. One there, and then the other one in there. Just like that, just so it looks, again, so I'm not wasting this stuff. So that's that section there. Then we need something for the front windscreen. There is everything on the table. So my little one's just coming. That's what I've done to the front there. So I've used that, cut to a shape for that, and the mesh cut to a shape for that. But that is how flexible that stuff is. Yeah, easily wrap around something you want to wrap it around, and if not, it does break off quite easy. Just when you score it, it breaks off quite easy and you can fit. But I'm going to put bits and pieces onto there, so you'll see that later on. But that, the front, I'm going to do something for the windows as well. So I'll come back after the windows are done. And there is the cab. So a bit more card, same thing as before there. On the front, he did a couple of these spined as a test. I think that fits in there quite nicely for that, and that side. And so that I cut a bit too short, but actually I'll bring you closer. This one. That section put on top makes it look like a roller shutter, and I'm quite impressed with that. So that's the cab. No doubt I'll tinker around with it even more, but on to the rest. So in true slightly disgruntled owl style, I have carried on tinkering. Bit of arm playing on the back there. Big Stinky Weasel machine gun. Got some speakers and some lights from KMCL Designs. I think I'm done tinkering. I'll probably do something else. But then for the back, so the plan for the back is, and has always been, there's like a display piece. Place 2 cars on it like so. Looks quite cool. Be good on the shelf or something like that. But obviously I'm going to want to use it in game. So what we're going to do, thinking, don't know, kind of gas tanker maybe or something. So I thought, loo roll tube. Now that doesn't quite fit 2 of them on, so I could do something at the back of it or something like that. Then I thought, big long one. My eldest has these sweeties. Don't know if anyone's seen these. Super sour candies. They are vile, but come in a really cool lid. I've taken these apart already. Come out like so, which is quite funky. I quite like them. I've painted one up already. Keeps bits and pieces in. So I thought to myself, if I take the lid off both, I was to glue that together, that fits pretty well on there. Check that out. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's just stuck together. Just stuck a bit of masking tape around it, just to secure that a little bit better, because the glue wasn't holding perfectly. It's very slim, very rim. That slim rim to go around there. Masking tape easily paint overable. So now I need to secure that, but I don't want to secure it onto there, so I have to build some kind of structure here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got some popsicle sticks. They're not, they're lolly sticks. We all know what they are. You can't see that's not on the camera. But I might just put a little, cut them in half, one either side of that, and glue it. Just to give it a little bit of stability. I'm not 100% sure yet. Again, I'm not gonna faff around with that on camera for you guys because no one wants to watch that. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to glue the wheels. But apart from that, I think it's ready to paint up. You know, so let's give it a go. Paint time.
Ta-da! Magic. So that is it. Just undercoated black. But nothing else to that. Done the back container. There'll be a picture of it up here somewhere. It's gone with a caddy on the back there, flamethrower, or for a gas tank you've got unlimited flame. And that is just those 2 plastic tubs, bit of tape on it. That can sit on there, sit a little bit further back, sit a little bit further forward. Pop something else on there if you want to. They might get a wreck or something like that. These are containers that I found. They came with them, sorry. Yeah, so they had 2. They fit on there quite nicely. Can't find the other one, but we'll paint that up as well. So now we need to decide what colour we're going to go with on the cab. Made. I'm going to use the Army Painter Ultramarine Blue. It's quite a nice blue. So we're going to go all the way over that cab and see what it comes out like. As we've done before, we are just going to paint over the cab. So this Army paint is a little bit, I don't think I shook it up enough. In fact, I'm pretty positive I didn't shake that up enough. So let's try that again. Army Painter Blue, round 2. That was really, really weak. Almost as if I'd watered it down, but I hadn't. Let's try again. Oh, it's still watery. I'm getting more coverage on that. I don't know how well that looks on there, but the coverage isn't great. So I'm going to paint this, I'm going to paint it all up, and I will come back with the end result. And there we have the cab painted up. some red on that. I was painting something else earlier on, but we're going to rust it. Front ram. Side is nothing special, it's just blue. And some chrome. So next we are going to do the rust, which we are going to use the Dirty Down Rust. Seen it before, you'll see it again. Give that a good shake. But remember, we didn't know what to put on the back earlier on. There we have it. It is Wasteland oil. It's an oil tanker. Some more light on it. Go. Oil tanker with a Chevy on the top. Is it Chevy? I can't remember what it's called. Same both sides. But that will sit on the back of there quite nicely. Got some touch-ups to do on it. And just painted the little white bits at the end there. Just gives it an extra little bit of, just a little bit of pop. See, like so. That was well easy. Just a bit of tape and a sweeter packet. So now we're going to rust it. So two methods of this is brush. So I use like a rough brush. Three methods I suppose. Little brush for the stripes, kind of your runs. This is a makeup brush. It's relatively hard. I'm just going to use it for this top section here. Let's give it a shake again. You get stuff that pops into the cap. It'll look good into, and then that's what I use. Just go in there and then literally brush it on. You don't have to be neat, it's rust, of course you don't have to be neat, but you really don't. So the more you put on, the rustier it gets. Roll in. Rub it on my hands, it is water soluble. Which is an issue, but it's an issue at the same time. Let's rust next and just welcome, Brady. You see that? Other methods. This one, which is just a bigger, fluffier brush. And this is good for your more precision work. So if we go to the back of here, just, I don't know if you can see that. Dab. I don't want to dab it everywhere. So on the brush on. So you put on rusty. Then on front, it's really easy to do this. This one's blue again. And then top, so I'll rust on top. I'll rust on top. It's going to be everywhere. I'm actually going to dab that on there like that. So the last one we do the weapon see we'll have a weapon up there. And another option is to shrink. So if you want, I've got a silver there. You can see it there. Just find that bubbles. What you want from the inside is just as simple as that. Doing it twice. And the side of your mirrors. Just shrink this. Again, look after this. It's a good time, it's heavy. And there we have it, the final finished truck. Just did some red light on there. See the rust on that, just it looks rusty. It's a bit of cardboard. It's amazing stuff. Front, it's got a little bit of dirt on it, I need to touch that up. So like that looking fresh. So as I said about that, that will be used either with the tanker on it at any point down there. It can be used for transport, for show, for sticking on your shelf, or for bombing around the wasteland. Yeah, I think the truck cost about $3.99 from a toy shop. I got this one from Sainsbury's, but I have recently found it in a local toy store. The Entertainer it was, not a Sainsbury's one, but it's set up. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We know that everybody says this on the internet, but we really do appreciate everyone that watches, everyone that likes and subscribes, everyone that comments. We are two geeky old guys that like playing with toy cars, and you guys watching allow us to do it, so thank you very much. Check out the Etsy page for the Stinky Weasel Studio, and also check out our Etsy page for some builds that you can purchase. Until next time.